Bitstamp, Bitfinex, NiceHash, Cryptopia, and now Binance. Every single one of these cryptocurrency exchanges has seen information disclosed that has not been accounted for, along with funds such as Bitcoin or Ethereum that have been stolen from them. Let's get into the details. Bitstamp, back in January 2015, hackers sent a malicious file to exchange employees. One of the system administrators had neglected the security rule number 1, don't open files from strangers, and opened the file on the machine that had access to the exchange's BTC wallet. 19,000 BTC was stolen. Bitfinex, back in August 2016. Bitfinex, the exchange most known for the creation of Tether and for sharing executives with the largest active ICO project, EOS, hasn't been infallible itself. Bitfinex advertised itself as having multi-signature wallets for each customer. Somehow, this multi-signature technology didn't help them prevent losing 120,000 of their customers' Bitcoins. NiceHash, back in December 2017. NiceHash wasn't an exchange per se, it was a cloud mining service. It allowed people to rent out their computing power to those who wanted to be involved in cryptocurrency mining without having to invest in hardware. Turns out, these people ended up paying to mine all these coins in favor of NiceHash's hackers. Cryptopia, January 2019. On January 13th, users of Cryptopia Exchange started to report difficulties accessing and using their accounts. The initial message from Cryptopia was that the exchange had gone into an unscheduled maintenance mode to resolve the problem. At this point, it appeared to be a technical issue. Their Twitter account later clarified that Cryptopia had been hacked and suffered a security breach. Once a staff member realized the exchange was put in maintenance mode to suspend all trading activity. Cryptopia had issued a statement that they are currently still investigating the hack and have reported the breach to the relevant authorities. At this time, the full amount of lost funds is unknown. However, 19,390 Ethereum has been seen transferred to an unknown wallet. Now here's the thing. When you submit your personal information to a third-party company, you agree that their security standards are sufficient to keep your information safe. Now, in a lot of these cases, these third-party companies do not have solid security practices to keep that information safe. And for instance, one of these hacks that went down was Bitstamp. Hackers sent a malicious file to exchange employees. Now, this happens all the time. I will tell you from personal experience, and you will probably know from your own personal experience. If you look into your email and you see all of those spam emails, and you probably see a few with attachments, those are more than likely malicious attachments that if you open them and execute them on your desktop, they will compromise your whole system and steal information and provide it to third parties. So this is exactly what happened for Bitstamp. One of the users wasn't aware and probably opened a spoofed email that was sent from one of the other employees, and they opened the attachment, and the hackers gained access to their entire environment via that vector. And at that point, 19,000 Bitcoin was stolen. Now that's the thing. It doesn't take much. It's one little hole will compromise the entire network. So that's exactly what happened with Bitstamp. And Bitfinex, basically, they had multi-signature wallets for each customer, and somehow all of their Bitcoin was stolen. Now, personally, I think that either a database was hacked and the keys for those multi-signature wallets was compromised, in which case the hacker would be able to release the funds from all of those wallets. Now, the other possibility is that it was an inside job and one of the employees at Bitfinex went ahead and used the keys that were on hand to compromise the funds in those wallets and pass them around. Now, these scenarios were very similar with what happened at Cryptopia and NiceHash. Now, what exactly happened to Binance? Binance is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, and to see a hack on that front would be devastating, right? So what exactly happened? Well, according to data shared with CCN, the hacker has an ad that has been online since July 2018, in which he claims to have hacked documents used in KYC checks, including identity cards, driver's licenses from users of top exchanges like Bittrex, Poloniex, Bitfinex, and Binance. The data is seemingly for sale for $10 per 100 documents or more, with discounts applying to those who buy in bulk, all the way up to $1 per 1,000 for an order of over 25,000 documents. CCN was able to independently verify the ad on the dark web, which is still online. No links to it will be added to avoid promoting the service. Now, it says here, a cybersecurity expert who contacted CCN and chose to remain anonymous has detailed that after contacting the individual posing as a buyer, he was able to get 3 free sample files out of him as proof that the leaked documents are legitimate. Now, here's the thing. If you receive 3 documents from this individual as free samples, how do you know they're actually legitimate? Well, as proof, the cybersecurity expert got pictures of individuals holding up a piece of paper with the word Binance and the date the picture was taken at. In these pictures, their faces are visible, as well as their identity cards or driver's licenses. Now, does that necessarily mean that this information is legitimate? No, it doesn't. The hacker could have just got 3 of his friends to create this content. But now, what is the major benefit for them to do that? Well, it's to show that Binance, one of the greatest cryptocurrencies exchanges, had experienced a compromise, an information disclosure that was unaccounted for, right? Now, it's very difficult to say if that information is real or not, but one of the comments a user made on this document is kind of interesting. Yep, I used to work for an exchange that is now in the top 10 worldwide. We stored our customer KYC data on Google Drive, for Christ's sakes. When I left, guess how much info I still had in my drive? Point is, don't be a retard and think that sending your personal info over the anonymous internet you cannot physically check is ever a good idea. Now, this is a good point because, like I said before, there comes a point in time where, you submit your personal information to these third-party organizations, and they are now responsible for that information. And if they do not employ good security practices, that information will get compromised or disclosed in a fashion that was not accounted for. So this is the thing, and this is why I suggest, companies are always out there that think, oh, well, I haven't been compromised, so it'll never happen to me, right? And the point is, it will at some point in time. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. But the point is if you employ really good security strategies, or you get security professionals to come in and penetration test your environment, then you are much better off. Now, you will be effectively mitigating the chance that you or your organization gets compromised by following those practices. Now, if you guys would like me to create a video on all of the strategies that you can employ in your situation to keep your data private, let me know and I'll create that. I'll do like a top 5 practices from security professional to keep your information private, like that sort of video. So I can definitely make that. But anyways, we cannot confirm that Binance has successfully been hacked or information has been disclosed. One of the key points that I found in this article was this. An exchange the security expert allegedly had with Binance via email, which couldn't be independently verified, seems to show the latter found some inconsistencies between the data it was presented and the samples provided, presumably the KYC images. So that's a very interesting point. They're basically saying that some of the data that was supposedly compromised doesn't appear to be valid according to Binance's system. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions in regards to this video or these hacks that occurred, definitely pop them down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, stay regular.